Being mindful is the practice of maintaining a non-judgmental state of heightened or complete awareness of one's thoughts, emotions, or experiences on a moment-to-moment basis, which can be extremely important while trying to understand and learn more about mental health. So let me welcome you to Mindful Thoughts. My name is Deloris, and I feel like my mission in life is to help break down those barriers around mental wellness by sharing personal stories, tips, and confessions of mental health to help us shine a light on mental wellness. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. As I sit here this morning, I just didn't know how I would do this. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I needed to let you guys know that I'm going to be taking a step back from podcasting. Now, I appreciate and want to say thank you to everybody so far who has listened to my episodes, who follows along with me on this journey that I've taken into mental health, into learning more about mental health, into inviting people to come on and share their stories about mental health. Like, it has been an amazing year so far since I started this podcast. And within the last 2 weeks, I have just been struggling, emotionally and, mentally, and some days physically. And I put a YouTube video out about how I've just been struggling to try to write posts for Instagram and to sit down and, script out episodes. And it really put me in a place of sadness, because I know that I can be so creative and I know that I can do things to help people, but sometimes I would get so much in my own head that I kind of just would shut down. So about 2 weeks ago, I felt this way, and it began with trying to write Instagram posts. When I write Instagram posts, I am very passionate about what I'm writing, and I usually take 1 or 2 days to fully think about the concept or the topic, and then usually I'm inspired to write what I write. But I had a lot of trouble even trying to do that. And then I've been recently trying to write a book, and I went to try to go back into that, had no motivation for that. And then I sat down to write out scripts for the podcast, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. And there were many days that I cried because I couldn't figure out what was going on or why I felt the way I felt. So I just realized that I need to take a step back. So I'm taking a step back from podcasting, and I'm taking a step back from Instagram. Right now, the only thing that seems to, ignite that spark is vlogging. And that's still a way for me to be productive and have that creativity. Eventually, I might take a step back from that as well. And I just wanted to let you guys know that even though I'm taking a step back, I will be back to, podcasts once again. I just need to take some time for me. And as somebody who talks about mental health and promotes mental health, I realized that I wasn't taking care of myself mentally. And I think I was overdoing it and over pushing myself and overwhelming myself within the last month, that my body finally told me that I needed to stop, and it was signaling to me in the way of not letting me be creative or motivated like I had been. Now, before that, I had been so good with doing episodes and doing vlogs and doing our Instagram posts and getting everything done and out and scheduled. And then I hit a plateau where I was sitting the day of, writing stuff and recording stuff and editing, and that's just not who I was. And I was getting myself so anxious and so stressed about it that I just knew that it wasn't going to work. And then again, shortly after that, I hit that spot where the the fire inside me just wasn't igniting. And again, it was hard. I cried a lot because I am so passionate about what I do, and when I didn't have the motivation to do it, it killed me inside. So after talking to my fiance and reaching out to a few friends on Instagram that I've made, I've realized that I just need to take a step back, and I need to take care of myself and come back when I'm ready. Now, over this time, my biggest thing is to step back from social media. I don't want to consume Instagram. I want to see how it is once I take a step back and how clear I can get my mind. Also, during this time, I like to slowly start, scripting podcast episodes and recording stuff and getting stuff ready. Now, right now, my only goal is to take a week off. But I don't know if I'll take more time than that. I just know that right now I need to do what's best for me. And this is an episode right now to encourage you too, that sometimes when you're so overwhelmed and you're so upset because what you used to do isn't working anymore, it might be a moment for you to realize that you need to take a step back and do something for yourself and come back when you're ready. This decision for me was not easy. It was something that for the last 2 weeks I have been struggling with to make up my mind to do what I needed to do for myself. But then I reminded myself, if I'm going to talk about mental health and encourage other people to take care of themselves, I need to take care of myself as well. And for a while, I think I just was putting that on the back burner. So I love and appreciate you guys. And I love creating content about mental health. But for right now, the thing that I need to do for myself is to take a step back, reconnect, recenter with myself, gain the knowledge that I need to do to, protect myself and love on myself and care for myself, and then come back when I know that I'm going to have the ability to come back. Now, that might look like doing 1 to 2 episodes a month. Right now, I'm trying to do an episode every week, and I think that's over pushing myself. I think I was just overworking myself trying to be consistent. And sometimes being consistent isn't always a good thing when you're mentally draining yourself. So when I come back, it might be just 1 to 2 episodes a month. But those episodes are going to be ones that I put together that are so jam-packed of information and tools and tips and tricks for you that they're going to have meaning behind them. I always try to, give you guys information to learn and to grow. And I do those episodes as a learning episode for you, but also for me. So I just wanted to let you guys know where I am and how I'm feeling. And I was just going to, not produce anything, but I couldn't do that to you guys. Because I know that there are people out there that look forward to, these episodes surrounded around mental health because it helps them. And I knew it was my duty to fill you in on how I'm doing and what I'm going through, and to let you know that I was taking a break. So for the next week or so, you won't get any episodes, but I will let you know when I am coming back. Because again, I love and I appreciate everybody who has come along with me on this podcasting journey. And I'm always learning more every day and connecting with myself every day. And taking this step back is just something I need. So, like always, I do want you to remember that you are never alone and that I love you. And I will talk to you guys again real soon. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. And you know what would be so amazing? If you shared, left a comment, and liked this episode. Any type of support and love for this podcast is going to help it grow more and more every day. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I'll talk to you again soon.